All right, guys. Coach Todd here. Welcome to our Elevation Coaches team call. It is, what is it? Monday, March 28th, 2016. Easter just got over. Everybody's recovering from Cadbury eggs and ham and potatoes and delicious things, right? I tracked nothing yesterday. That was Easter, Christmas, and Thanksgiving. There's no tracking going on. It's a free for all for me.
Horrible.
So, but I'm excited to be here today, guys. I love getting on these calls with you guys. And today we're going to be talking about Super Saturday, which is coming up this weekend. And also we're going to be talking about the concept of frequency. And I'm reading a book right now by a bald guy who used to work for YouTube or Yahoo. I forgot his name, but he actually spoke at Summit one year. He gave an awesome presentation. But he wrote a book called Permission Marketing, which is a really, really great book. Applies heavily to what we do on social media. So with that being said, I do want to recognize a few people real quick. Just Emily, she has entered into our 3 Lives Club. She hit Success Club. She's actually above Success Club 5 currently this month. Tiffany, I think you're there as well, right? You're at No? I thought I saw your name on there. Dang it. I was trying to remember the drill down.
Like my worst month ever. My worst.
Hey, we still got like 3 days left in this month.
I know, so my husband keeps on telling me, he's like, you could be your own customer. Just buy this stuff for yourself. I'm like, no.
That's illegal. Don't do that.
I'm like, no. That's cheating.
But I want to congratulate Jeremy Stevens. He was our top producer last week from Elevation Coaches. So congrats, buddy. I know he's just starting a 22-minute hardcore with us. The next announcement I have is for the whole team. I want this to be a huge challenge group. I want us to all do a challenge group together. And I know some of you guys are already doing a challenge group with me as new coaches, but the reason I want to do it together is because I want the group to be big because it's a big contest. And if you guys go to my website, ripclub.net, my very latest blog post is about the Beachbody Summer Strong contest. And it talks about what people can choose for workouts. And then it goes into the rules of how they can when they need to take their before pictures, how they need to submit those pictures, the forms they need to fill out, all that stuff to be able to qualify for that $5,000 prize. So super, super awesome time to really get people to focus on getting into shape for summer. This is a big opportunity for all of us to start messaging people. And this challenge group should be really fun with all the people we're going to have in there. And if we do it as a group of coaches, I'm not worried about having such a large group and people falling through those cracks because you're going to be keeping track of your own customers. You're going to be checking in with them saying, how you doing? Are you how's your nutrition plan? Is it too hard? What do you have? What are you struggling with? Let me help you. So as long as we're all keeping track of our own customers, that group is going to be great. The interaction is awesome. I know a lot of Emily's customers. She's in the challenge group with me right now, helping me run that. Her customers are on fire in our challenge group. A few of them actually, I think are considering becoming a coach. And for those of you guys who are wondering when our YouTube video is going to be uploaded, I'll be uploading it after our call tonight along with this recording. So if you have coaches who missed the team call tonight, you can just shoot them the link to this recording after I get it uploaded. So those 2 videos will be available when we're done. Whew. All right, we got the announcement.
When is that challenge starting?
Is Super Saturday. Super Saturday is super important. And the reason is because Super Saturday is where things connect. That's where you connect with people. That's when you connect the business with more passion. That's when you connect stories with effort. That's where you connect, results with effort. That's where you can visibly see and shake the hands of the people who have done it and say, wow, they are no different than me. And I gave an example, what was it? I think it was in our Elevation Coaches Facebook group. My buddy Chris Balmer, he's part of Team Next Level Coaches, which is, our upline coach, Josh Spencer. When it's Wayne Wyatt, then I'm under Wayne Wyatt. But Chris Balmer is part of Team Next Level Coaches. And he was a diamond coach when he went to his first Super Saturday. And he went to the speakers there. And he actually went up to Jeff Hill, who's the VP, and after Super Saturday was over, he went up to him and he said, "Next time you see me, I'm going to be a 10-star diamond coach." And the crazy thing is he was an 8-star the next time he saw him, but then a few months after that Super Saturday, the next year, he was a 10-star diamond coach. So what happened at that Super Saturday event for him was that he heard the stories. He saw the people that had achieved their dreams or were well on their way to achieving their dreams, who had a story, and it inspired him to take action. That's really, really important. That's how you want to go to these events. Oh, Adam, hold on, guys. One sec. Adam, can you go back to the house? Little rat dog scratching the back of my cat. But like I said, those events are so critical to your level of belief in Beachbody and what we do as coaches. And when you meet those people, you're just going to be inspired. And what you can expect at Super Saturday, depending on how big of an event it is, usually what you'll have, a lot of people do like a group workout, and a lot of people will go into coach success stories, whether those be fitness or financial success stories. They might do both, or they might do one or the other, depending on how big the event is. And then usually, if the event is big enough, there will be people from Beachbody corporate there at the event speaking. And then they'll show a video, and the videos are usually around 15 to 20 minutes. They're always very well produced, super funny, with Michael Neiman and Carl Deichler and the entire corporate crew. And those videos explain what Beachbody is going to be focusing on for the next quarter. And they also explain some of the new stuff that's coming out. A lot of times that's when you're going to hear about new product launches. So if you want to be on the head end of new product launches and, snapping pictures of what Beachbody is presenting and as a brand new thing, then being at that Super Saturday event is critical. So I'm going to share my screen real quick with you guys, and I'm going to show you how to find a Super Saturday event that is near you. So if you log into your Team Beachbody online office here, let me get the screen bigger here. Log into your Coach online office and go to the News and Training tab and click Events. Okay, that's going to bring you to this page that you see right here. Click on that link to Super Saturday, and then it'll bring you to this. It says, what is it? When is it? And if you want to attend an event, you can, right here, it says View Interactive Map of Current Listed Events. Click that. And it sounds like someone is chopping on a cutting board or something. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can do something. There we go. All right. I muted you guys for now. So once you click that View the Interactive Map button, you can scroll down and you're going to see here, there's our map. And all you do, you zoom in to wherever your location is. So, well, oh, great. We're stalling out on the internet. But you can zoom into this map, you can find an event, and you can click that Google Maps marker, and it will bring up details about the event, including how to register for that event. So I believe I have mine bookmarked. I do. So here is the Super Saturday event that I will be attending. This is the Portland Super Saturday. This is 2 hours north of me. So usually a Super Saturday lasts about 2 hours. So you can include the 2 hours for the event and whatever travel time. That's about how much time you're going to be spending on a Super Saturday. And remember, guys, everything you do associated with Super Saturday is tax deductible. So if you're driving, keep track of your miles. If you stop for snacks on the way, that's tax deductible as well. If you eat dinner on the way back from your Super Saturday, or you buy something at the Super Saturday, if they have, apparel for sale, all of that stuff is tax deductible. So be sure you track everything you're spending on your trip to a Super Saturday. So that's how you get to Super Saturday. So I highly encourage you guys, again, make a commitment to get to one of those events because it will transform your business. Let's see if it'll let me zoom in now. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to the Portland one. I click there. You can see there's the events. It's put on by Stephanie Davies. I believe she's a 9-star diamond coach here in my area. And there's the registration link on Eventbrite. And then there's other details as well. So that's this Saturday, the 2nd of April. I hope you guys can make it to one near you. So what I want you to do after this call is go into your Coach Online office, news and events, and then news and training, click the events tab and go to Super Saturday, find the nearest one closest to you, and then get there. Figure out how to get there. If you got to hire a babysitter, that's tax deductible in order for you to get to a Super Saturday, because it will change the way you see your Beachbody coaching business, and it will change the results that you get, most importantly, in your Beachbody coaching business. The next thing I want to talk about, let's see, we'll stop sharing my screen here, and we'll go back to just us. So the next thing I want to share about is frequency, and this is something that I was reading in the book that I took a picture of and posted in Elevation Coaches. Is, you know, the guy that wrote the book, he consults with giant companies on advertising. And the old mentality of advertising, which would something you would call interruption marketing. You know, does it ever like make you angry how many commercials are on during a TV show that you want to watch? That's what you would call interruption marketing. They're interrupting you to show you an advertisement. And that's the way things have been for a long time. If you want someone to buy something that you're selling, you interrupt them. Or, you know, whether it's a full page ad in a newspaper or it's a magazine or it's on TV, you interrupt a person, whether it's a billboard or whatever, it doesn't matter. You interrupt them and you show them your product or explain what your product can do for them. Okay, what this book is about permission marketing. It's about creating friends and turning friends into customers. Okay, and with us, Elevation Coaches, our entire purpose is to elevate others. The reason we want to sell people what Beachbody has to offer is because we know it can change their life. So with that, we get permission to sell to people. I don't like to consider us salespeople because all I do is I share my journey and encourage people to come along on that journey with me. So I'm not really selling anyone. I'm not trying to force them into something or convince them against their better judgment. I'm just saying, hey, this worked for me. If you want to achieve these kind of results, you should do what I did. You should drink Shakeology because it's phenomenal. You should try Results in Recovery, or actually the new Performance Recovery, because it helps with soreness. If you have no energy in the mornings for your workout, I take this pre-workout. You should really try it. That's all I do. I'm not selling. So with permission marketing, this is the really cool thing that the author talks about in the book. In order for someone to remember what you've said or remember the things that you've talked about, frequency is incredibly important. On average, someone needs to see your journey. We're going to apply this to coaching. Someone needs to see some form of content associated with your journey or your coaching business or whatever. Some sort of content associated with Beachbody. They need to see that 27 times before it actually makes sense in their brain. So, posting once a month about your challenge group is not going to do it. You just say, oh, wow, if I just put this ad out, if I put this post out there and I do a cool picture with some words on there, everybody's going to see it and they're all going to want to join my challenge group. Not the way it happens. With permission marketing, you provide value to people over time consistently and frequently. So that's why we say in our Elevation Coach Basics to post 3 to 5 times per day on your Facebook wall and make that message consistent. If you're about family and faith, make your post consistent with that and find creative ways to tie in Beachbody with those things. And when people see that consistently, that's when they're going to see, oh wow, that really is like, they're not just doing this fad diet thing. This actually, it's been like a year and they're still posting about this stuff. You know, it might take a while for it actually to click in people's minds. So frequency is incredibly important. And if you guys think that, putting one workout video clip on your wall is going to get you someone plugged into your challenge group. It's just not going to happen. You might get lucky and get one or two someday, but it's consistency and frequency more often than not, 99.9% of the time, that it's going to land you someone who says, yes, I want to do this with you. So that's what I want to encourage you guys with tonight, is to become more frequent. If you've been slacking on your Facebook posting, or let's just say your message hasn't been consistent with your Facebook posts, then or maybe you've been focusing on Beachbody too much and not enough on your journey and your family or whatever else it is that applies to the people you're trying to reach, then I recommend you take a look at what you're doing on social media, reanalyze it, and reformulate your plan, and start posting 3 to 5 times per day with a message that is consistent, that inspires and motivates and encourages and lets people know what is going on in your life. And going back to Super Saturday, one of the cool opportunities that you have with this event is a lot of people see what you're doing on social media if you're posting about Beachbody stuff with workouts, or maybe you've posted and shared and people know that you're a coach. Like, what is this home business thing you're doing? This is weird. Okay, when you go to Super Saturday, you need to take a picture of yourself with all of these people. And all those people who are on your wall thinking it's weird that you're doing this at-home business thing and you're always, doing workouts by yourself and stuff, and how like you're actually earning money doing this, that's weird. They see you with a giant group of people and they're like, wow, I guess there's a lot of people that are passionate about this. I guess it's not so weird. So you have a great opportunity to show people that are following you that this is much, much bigger than just yourself. It's much, much bigger than just, and especially if you guys are going to Summit, where we had, 7,000 people closing down the streets of Nashville doing a workout on like seven blocks of Nashville, downtown Nashville. That was an amazing picture. And when I shared that on my wall, people were like, holy crap, you guys are nuts. And they realized that, people see that and they're like, wow, this Beachbody thing is way bigger than just Todd. Or this Beachbody thing is way bigger than just Tiffany or Joe or Steven or Emily, any of you guys on this call or anyone listening. It's way bigger than just us. We are a team of 400,000 people who are committed to seeing lives changed. And we have to get excited about that. And we have to get that message out there. And you can do that with frequency. You can do that by going to events to show people that this is way bigger than yourself. You have an amazing opportunity here this Saturday. You have an amazing opportunity every single day to share your journey with people and inspire them to walk the journey that you're walking, and to lock arms with them and say, I'm going to support you every single step of the way. You don't have to worry about falling off because I'm going to be there to pick you up. So we have an amazing opportunity, guys, and Super Saturday and social media. These are just a couple things, a couple ways that we can share that journey and share our excitement. So I encourage you guys, get to a Super Saturday. And if you need to, start looking at your social media more critically and see if your message is consistent, and ask yourself, if I was following myself, am I posting enough about this to make my message clear? Because frequency is very important. Like I said, someone needs to see a piece of content that's associated with Beachbody or your fitness or health journey 27 times before it actually clicks in their brain that this is real, or that they'll remember it. So, I'll give another example about that statistic there that the author talks about. Think about the last time you guys watched TV, okay? How many of the commercials that you saw do you remember in detail? Or you just remember that, okay, yeah, that was a Doritos commercial, and then there was something about Viagra, and that was a stupid commercial. I remember that. Whatever. You sort of remember, but you don't, okay? But if something is played over and over and over again, then you start to get it. Think about it in terms of the songs you hear on the radio or that are on your playlist or on your Pandora or whatever. The ones that you're liking the most on your Pandora play more often. You're going to know those lyrics better because you're hearing it more often. And it's the same thing with your Beachbody business. The more people see you posting about your journey or your struggles or your successes or your coaching business or how coaching has affected your family, or how your fitness is affecting your family, all of those things, the more they see that, the better they're going to understand it, the more interest that it will generate. So I hope that makes sense. If you guys don't have that book, go to Amazon.com and get that book. It's called Permission Marketing. It's a phenomenal, phenomenal resource. And it's a little outdated because of, you'll see they talk about Yahoo and they talk about, Ask Jeeves, if you guys remember those search engines. So it's a little back, but the principles still apply of permission marketing, where our goal is to actually develop relationships with people because we care about them. And if an opportunity presents itself to say, hey, I'm doing this challenge group thing. Would you be interested in maybe coming alongside me and doing that with me? Or, I've been doing this coaching thing and I saw your post on Facebook about the frustration you've had with paying off debt. And, I haven't made a lot of money with Beachbody, but it's helping out my family. Do you think that's something you'd want to take a look at? You have a lot of opportunities, guys, and I just hope that you take advantage of those opportunities and get excited and passionate about what we're doing, because it is an incredible journey that we're on and an incredible opportunity that we have to bring other people on that journey. So, short call tonight. Do you guys have any questions? Here, let me unmute everybody real quick. Unmute all. There we go. You guys have any questions? No?
I got a question for you.
Shoot, go for it.
When you posted in Elevation Coaches about when you accepted some friend requests, and then you sent them a little thing about getting involved with like the challenge groups and all that. If you don't have their email address, how do you go about talking to them, like starting your relationship?
It's all through Facebook. So what I was doing is I find mutual friends. So let's say that me and my brother-in-law are friends on Facebook, and I see that my brother-in-law and I have, two mutual friends. I will go and I will friend request, or I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Erase what I just said. If there's someone that I'm not friends with, but I see that we have mutual friends together,
right,
I will send them a friend request and I will connect it to something like, hey, I know this sounds totally weird for someone to just message out of the blue, but I saw that you knew Ben, and I was just wondering how you knew Ben. And then we get into a conversation, and I just had a conversation with a lady who was a barber, and she does amazing hair fades, perfect hair fades. And I was just complimenting her. I shot her a friend request. I saw we had one mutual friend, and her mutual friend was one of my customers from Rips Club. So I sent her a friend request. She accepted. I said, hey, I know this is totally weird. Some random guy to send you a message, but I just want to say that the haircuts that you do, your fades are amazing. I've never seen a fade that good. And she really appreciated that. And we just started the conversation there, and I started asking questions. Did you go to school for that? What led you to a versus doing women's hair? And, the conversation just keeps going. And, a week later, I'm still in the middle of that conversation. Usually we message back and forth once every other day or so.
Now, when you were messaging them, were you posting to her raw? Or were you did you have her own email? That's where I'm really getting at. You just keep posting it onto the wall?
No, I don't post it on her wall. This is all through private messages on Facebook. So I probably, the only time I would ever get her email would be when and if she decided to sign up for one of my challenge groups and became a customer of mine. I don't do anything through email. If the conversation starts on Facebook through a private message, and I keep it on Facebook in a private message.
Okay, that's probably where I'm lost at, because I don't know if I know how to do the private message. Is that like when I had talked to you?
Yeah.
Messenger?
Yep, that's exactly what I do. It's through Facebook Instant Messenger.
Okay.
And that's where I continue that conversation. And the cool thing is you can continue the conversation and it could never talk about Beachbody. But if you're consistent and frequent with your message on social media, then that new friend that you've been having that conversation with can see what you're about. They can see that you're incredibly, uplifting. You're always talking about staying motivated and being positive. And that's attractive. And if you can keep that up, it's not going to seem so weird when you ask them, maybe a month or two down the road after having, just conversation with them, asking them about their life and taking interest in their life. It's not going to seem weird when you shoot them a message and say, hey, I don't know if you've seen my wall, but, I'm doing this 30-day or 21-day health and fitness online challenge. Do you think that's something you'd be interested in? Or you can ask it indirectly and say, do you know anyone that might be interested in something like that?
Because I made all these contacts, but I just didn't know how to pursue it from there. Like, do I post it on the wall, or I do this, do that? But now that I know it's that instant messenger, now I know how to move forward with them.
Yep. If the conversation starts in instant messenger, keep it there.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Any other questions, guys?
Well, can I ask you, Coach? This is Annabelle. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. My question is this: how frequent do you recommend? I know you said posting about 3 times a day, approximately, like more frequently on the business and inviting to challenge groups. So if, let's say I post today on a challenge group to invite people on my Facebook to a challenge group, how far apart do you recommend to re-invite to that challenge group? Do you think like once a day is too much, or do you think once every other day until the challenge group starts, or what do you recommend on that?
I recommend I only post probably once per month on my Facebook wall about a challenge group. And at the most, I would only post twice a month about a challenge group. What will be much more effective is a personal invite to someone through a Facebook instant message.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where, probably 98% of my challenge groups come from, is through a personal invite, whether it's through an email or through Facebook Instant Messenger. And I usually the people who respond to a Facebook invite on my public wall are people that have been in my challenge groups in the past and want to join one again.
Okay.
But yeah, so I recommend at the most probably twice a month posting an invite on your public Facebook wall. Otherwise, it's all personal invite through an instant message.
Gotcha. Okay, so personal messaging would be more effective. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Anything else?
No.
All right. Well, guys, thanks again for getting on. And if you find a Super Saturday near you, get there and then post in Elevation Coaches that you're going, because I want you to get excited about this. I know it's only a week until the event, but if you can, get there, because it's really important. And I'm going to snap some pictures from my event, and hopefully you'll be snapping some pictures from yours as well. So, guys, thanks for getting on the call. Love you guys. Appreciate you. And I'll get this uploaded as well as our sneak peek call. All right?
Thanks.
Okay.
Adios.
Thank you.